Regrettably, many of the news channels being watched through these dishes are hostile to the West. The growing number of media outlets in many parts of the world still have relatively immature standards and practices that too often serve to inflame and distort rather than to explain and inform. And while al-Qaida and extremist movements have utilized this form for many years and have successfully further poisoned Muslims' public view of the West, we in the government have barely begun to compete in reaching their audiences. In this environment, I know Kofi Annan, and there are a lot of things you can agree with him on, but he's just flat wrong. We shouldn't close Guantanamo. We have several hundred terrorists, bad people, if they went back out on the field, would try to kill Americans. That's just a fact. And to close that place and pretend that really there's no problem, it just isn't realistic. Second, he's never been to Guantanamo Bay. There have been hundreds of members of the United States Congress and their staffs who've been there. There have been hundreds of journalists who've been there. There have been hundreds of foreigners who've been there. The International Committee of the Red Cross stayed there, lived there 24 hours a day. That place is being run as well as any detention facility can be run. Tell them you're tortured. Tell them it's terrible. Tell them this. Tell them that. That's what they do. And then these people from the UN who wrote this report who've never been down there. They were invited down there. They could have looked around. They're talking to they're talking to the lawyers for these people. The International Committee of the Red Cross is not saying that. The members of Congress who've been down there isn't saying that. The foreigners who've gone to visit their detainees from their countries aren't saying that.